Hello, everyone. Welcome to Introduction to Logic. I thought I would record a short video sort of introducing you to the class, the mechanics of the class, what's going to be expected of you, etc. So let's start where all of this class is going to be conducted, right? It's going to be basically all over Canvas. So let's look at our Canvas page. So um, you will see that our page, this is the home page, is divided up into modules. The first module will always be the same, class resources. This is where you can find our textbook, PDF, as well as the solutions manual for the exercises inside the textbook. And you can find my email address here for whenever you need to contact me. Okay. Moving on to week one. You see week one, June 22nd, introduction and fundamentals. For every week, there's going to be a to-do page. So the first thing you should do is click on this to-do page. It will tell you what you need to do for that week and what you should understand by the end of the week. So I can see here that I'm going to need to read the syllabus, watch the video that you're watching right now, and then take the introduction to the course quiz. I then see that I need to read chapter 1 and 2 of the textbook, watch video called Fundamentals, and complete homework 1. Okay, pretty simple. In section 1, the introduction, we have the syllabus. Okay, so let's go ahead and walk through the syllabus together. So the syllabus will always be here in Unit 1. All right. So I'm Matthew Willis, your instructor. You can call me Matt if you like. That's fine. This is the second half session of the summer, which means that this is going to be something of an accelerated class, right? We have 6 weeks together, really, more like 6.5. 6.5 weeks together is not a long time when you're trying to learn logic, but we'll make it work. Office hours, given that it's the summer and this is an online asynchronous class, I don't have any set office hours, but I am happy to meet with you by appointment over Zoom. I highly encourage you, if you're confused about what we're going to be discussing, you need practice, that sort of thing, to reach out to me for one of these by appointment office hours. They can be immensely helpful for something like logic to get hands-on experience. Okay, course description, I'll let you read that on your own time. Course text, again, as you've seen, there's a PDF up on our Canvas page. We are using an open access textbook that it does have some limitations. The writing is somewhat technical, but it's free. You don't have to buy anything, okay? If you really feel like you want a paper copy in your hands, I believe you can find a cheap edition of this from Amazon, okay, if you really want it. Okay, course requirements and grading. Homework. Each week, including this one, our half week, there's going to be a homework assignment. And each of these homework assignments are worth 60 points apiece. Okay, so they're going to be somewhat simple. There's going to be a lot of multiple choice, true, false. There will be some fill in the blank or short essay questions. But for the most part, they'll be objective. The goal here is to help you determine your understanding, right? Are you actually understanding the concepts that you're reviewing prior to taking one of the exams? Okay, so the homework is supposed to help you, not hurt you. If you are taking the homework and you realize you have no idea what one of the answers are, you don't know how to find the answer, etc., feel free to reach out to me. I'm willing to help you, right? I will help you with the homework if you need it, if you ask me. That said, don't collaborate with one another. This class is like totally open book. There's no reason why you should collaborate with one another. Don't do that. Reach out to me instead. Okay. Slight quirk with the homework, there's no due dates for those assignments. Okay. If you don't want to do homework 1 straight away, you don't have to. But here's the catch. You won't be able to access the next week's material until you do the homework, right? So looking back at our homepage here, I can see these little circles here. They mean these are requirements, right? Until I fulfill all of the requirements, and you see it says submit here. So the requirement is submit. Until I submit both of these quizzes, week 2 is not going to unlock, okay? So it's important that you keep up, right? It's important that you take these homework quizzes as they come up, or you're going to fall really far behind really quickly. So logic is something that everyone can excel in, okay? Everyone can do well in logic. But that being said, it's a little bit like learning a new form of mathematics or learning a new kind of language. It builds on itself, right? You need to remain consistent in your efforts, and you need to take things on as they're released, all right? So while you technically could just chill for a couple of weeks and not do anything, because there's no strict due dates, I highly encourage that you do not do that. The reason why I don't have due dates on the homework is to allow you some slight bit of flex. I don't want you to have to email me all the time just because you need to turn the homework in 24 hours later than the due date, something like that. But you must do them, and you must do them. Okay, exams. There are going to be 2 of them. The first exam will be worth 280 points, and the last exam, 300 points. The final exam will not be cumulative. So these will be 2 totally different exams. Basically, the course is carved in half. The first exam will be about the first half, and the second exam will be about the second half. You're going to submit both of these exams on Canvas, but the exam that I give you will be a document. There are several different ways you can take the exam. You can complete it in a word processor if you have the patience to do that, using all the logical symbols that we're going to end up using. Or you can complete the exam on notebook paper and take a picture or scan that paper and submit that file. That's perfectly acceptable. So for this class, you should have some means of capturing written work, or whether it's photo, scan, etc. Okay, there is the point scale here, so you're always aware of where your grade is. Okay. Course policies, late work. So again, there's no late work for the homework assignments because there's no due date, right? The exams, however, I'm not going to accept late exams unless there's a very good reason to do so. Okay. If something requires an extension, we can work together. I'm not saying no late exams ever. I'm just saying, given that this is an accelerated class, 6.5 weeks, you should probably have a really good reason. I am more likely to work with you on late work if you contact me before the assignment is due, right? It's easier to make arrangements if that's the sort of arrangement we make, right, beforehand. Okay, necessary technology. Again, this is an online class, so obviously you need to have reliable access to the internet, a computer, etc. But again, you'll also need to have something that allows you to transform handwritten work into digital form, okay? Like a smartphone camera, etc. Contact, all communication is going to be digital, obviously. Use my email. Use it liberally, okay? If you're confused, email me. If you have a question, email me. If you want additional problems or something like that, email me. If you want to set up a private Zoom session for practice or for review or whatever, email me. I am happy to respond to you. If you email me late at night or over the weekend, it might take a little while for me to respond, but I'm pretty good at getting back to you within 24 hours at the very least, right? Okay. All of the assignments, readings, etc., will be announced through Canvas. For all of your assignments, like the exams, I'm going to provide you with extensive feedback. For assignments like homework, you will be given the correct answers at some point after you have taken those measures. Okay, academic integrity, very important. It's going to be in effect, right? If I find that you have cheated on an exam or even a homework assignment, I'm going to give you a failing grade for that assignment at the very least. It depends on how egregious the cheating is. If you copy someone else's exam completely, I will likely pursue failing you from the course, right? So don't do it, right? In this class especially, it is not worth doing. I have students who attempt to cheat in classes like this one. And they cheat from people who don't understand what's happening, right? They don't. It's like learning a language, as I said. If you don't know anything of the language you're supposed to be learning, you're not really going to be able to deceive someone who speaks the language into thinking that you know the language, right? It's not really easy to cheat, but it is really easy to see someone who's trying to. So I cannot stress enough that you should not even attempt here. Instead, just reach out to me if you're confused. I have no problem whatsoever walking you through even an exam question, right? I'll give you as many hints as it takes to get you there. And just don't cheat, right? Okay, special needs and accommodations. If you are entitled to accommodations, please get those forms to me so that I can make sure that you are given all the opportunity that you deserve. If there is any sort of accommodation you need for religious observance, etc., let me know. I will provide you adequate accommodation. Okay. Last, the syllabus and the course schedule that we'll review soon can change. I don't foresee it doing so, given how short this class is, but it is possible. If that happens, I will let you know through an announcement, through an email, etc. Okay, last page of the syllabus is the course schedule. So here you can find per week what the topic is and what the reading for that week is, right? So we can see this week the topic is Introduction and Fundamentals, and you're expected to read chapters 1 and 2. Okay? For week 2, we're going to be looking at some readings from a different source. I'm going to supply those on Canvas. Okay? This bar in the middle here tells you when exam 1 is going to be posted. So that tells you during week 3, likely the end of week 3, exam 1 is going to be posted. It also tells you when it's going to be due. So you can see that if I post it at the end of week 3, you're going to have over a week to complete the exam. That's by design. I want to give you a decent amount of time to actually look at these problems. Okay? Exam 2 is going to be due on the very last day of class. Okay, so that is the syllabus. Let's go back to the course page here. If you have any questions at all about the syllabus, the course policies, etc., absolutely feel free to email me. I'll get back to you. So after you've read the syllabus, you should take this introduction to the course quiz. Okay, the introduction to the course quiz is not timed. There's just 2 questions. Question 1, did you read the syllabus? You should say yes, right? Question 2, do you understand that you won't be able to progress to the next module until you've completed all the quizzes, right? That's basically it. There's no grade assigned for that. It's just a thing that you have to do. Okay, section 2, fundamentals. We're now moving on to content. Every time we have a bit of content in the class, I will provide you with at least 1 video, okay? I'm not just going to leave you with the book. I'm going to guide you through with a recorded lecture, okay? So you can see if you go to Video Fundamentals, it's going to take you to our lecture for this week. After you watch the lecture, read the book, maybe do some practice problems in the book, you're ready to take the quiz. Okay. Again, you can take the quiz at any time. There is no due date. There is no time limit. Okay. You don't have to complete the quiz all in one sitting. You can come back to it. Just make sure that you finish it, leaving yourself enough time to get to week 2, right? All right. Well, I believe that's everything about the course. Again, logic might seem intimidating at the start because it is somewhat like math in the sense that we are going to represent things symbolically, and we're going to maneuver symbols. But that doesn't mean it's extraordinarily difficult, right? Everyone can succeed at this so long as you're willing to take it step by step, right? Don't try to cram it all in right before the exam, okay? Well, I think that's it. So I look forward to having you in the class. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever through my email here, and I'll see you later.